Bloodar, the ability to TP around and just rotate onto people who are roared up. Definitely going to be a potent combo, but Scary Faces, I like the Witch Doctor pick. Cask is amazing up against these relocates, and they jump in, they TP from halfway across the map, and they throw the Cask out and stop you in their tracks. I got one of their supports. Now, I'm still kind of missing Earthshaker. Earthshaker is this hero that I know a lot of CIS teams still like to run a little bit, especially towards the offlane. I think support Earthshaker has kind of gone out the window for a lot of teams now. But offlane Earthshaker, you still get tons of utility. You hold the lane back, allowing yourself to get levels and a bit of gold, which, you know, a lot of offlaners can't do. Clockwork can with his cogs, but Clock and Earthshaker, they're like in a league of their own. Both in terms of damage output, utility. I think Clockwork has a slight edge with his farming capabilities, you know, the fact you can max Rocket Flare, control lane equilibrium, and get farmed that way. Also the fact that you get your hook shot straight up, that long-range initiation. Earthshaker needs a blink dagger. Okay. What's going on here? Tiny mid co-op offlane, I guess? I'm curious, though. Because there is no sexy Bambo here. If there was a sexy Bambo here, I'd be looking at this Tiny and thinking, okay, support Tiny, offlane Tiny, whatever. You can just run around and do what you likes. But I don't know if Scary Faces can do this. Potential aggressive tri-lane, maybe? You know, Dazzle is still out there, give themselves some nice defensive capabilities, but Team Empire, here we go, okay. This is just like an MLG draft through and through. Lich, Wisp, Slardar, they've got control, team fight, lane presence as well with the Lich. That Sacrifice and Frost Blast, really irritating to deal with. And if you run him in like a dual offlane with someone, Lich Beastmaster, for instance, you've got Boars and Frost Blast just absolutely crushing people. Yeah, Scary Faces, looks like they're expecting something to jump up onto that top lane. And then the Slaughter +1 could go top. I could have the Wisp Ember mid. There's lots of opportunities here for Team Empire. Scary Faces, I'm still racking my brain.
5 seconds remaining.
Still racking my brain to figure out where this Tiny's heading to. I think Team Empire are wondering as well. Like, you're gonna ban a support here, I'm pretty damn sure. Range support, Disruptor was a good shout. What else can you go for? Rubik? Wouldn't be too bad. Oh, Ancient Apparition, yeah, that's a good one. AA has been seeing so much plays recently. Ice Blast, Chilling Touch, but it's the cold feet. It's that cold feet, the extra roll. What? What? What's going on? Is this a deny pick? So they're Slaughter Lich, and then they're expecting the Wisp Chaos Knight, so they take it themselves? Okay. But where does he go? Is this roaming support Chaos Knight, roaming support Tiny, support Queen of Pain? Well, Scary Faces are just picking heroes like it's a pub game.
10 seconds remaining.
What is happening? Oh my goodness.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, Team Empire, I go back with the Alchemist, a hero who's been touted as like the hero for this patch kind of thing. You know, he just farms so bloody quickly, gives Aghanim Scepters over to people, but it's not that easy. It's not always that easy. You know, getting your farm, getting the stacks, and being uncontested is the key thing. It's never really that simple. You know, you're going to get jumped on. But here, Scary Faces looks like a support Tiny. Support Tiny Witch Doctor. Offlane Queen of Pain. Mid Phantom Lancer, maybe? This is the difficult thing. Because they've got a couple of stand-ins here, I'm looking at their 3 core players and expecting, you know, Eknart and Shadow to be their supports. And State 21 to be their offlane. Of course, with the stand-ins, they could actually throw things out the window and just say, hey, you know what? We'll play what roles we want. We'll play what heroes we want as well. But Team Empire, they've got minus armor galore. They've got auras. They've got tons of stun and teamfight capabilities. And the sustain to go with it as well. I'm just worried. Let's switch over to this. Oh, there's no skim. There's no skim today. It's just me. Just me. What is happening? What is happening? Phantom Lancer, Chaos Knight, Tiny Witch Doctor, and Queen of Pain. Alright, we'll see. We'll see when they pick up their items where they're actually heading. Some kind of funky aggro tri-lane with like Quap Witch Doctor Tiny. Let's go, boys. Let's do this. That looks a little bit bright, actually. Hey up, that's changed. Oh, sugar. No! Oh god, what have I done? That's that, and that's that. Okay, that should be good. I accidentally pressed a button and things went a little bit wonky. Well guys, welcome. This is game number 1, 2-game series at Groupstage, phase number 2 of the defense. Scary Faces, they're currently 0-2, so they lost their first series. Empire haven't actually played one yet, so this is going to be their first showing in the defense, actually. And to be honest, they've got a lot to prove. They've got a lot to prove with this roster. You know, they've not had a great run. It's not been awful. It's not been awful, to be perfectly honest. You know, they've traded wins. They've lost out in some big series, but it's not been really the most amazing ride for them since they've switched around. But no fear, a 7K pub star. Let's see what he can bring to the table on his Lich. Game sounds seem a little bit quiet to me, actually. Quickly. Right, so Shadowway Tiny boots first. Tangos and Clarity. Axmo, Tangos, Gauntlets. Witch Doctor support, yeah, whatever. Phantom Lancer, yeah, he's playing carry. And State 21 with a null. I'm guessing offlane Queen of Pain. Yeah, it's like I'm pretty sure it's like I said. I don't think that... Oh god, they're gonna walk straight into it. Resolution, they scout them out. Wisp and Beastmaster, get the hell out of there. It looks like they should be fine. But yeah, it looks like it's the way I thought. I'm just wondering where the Chaos Knight heads to. You know, Witch Doctor Chaos Knight could be towards the middle lane, then Shadowway just runs himself around as a Tiny, looks for a few openings here and there. Now, down in this bottom lane, what have we actually got? So Yoku will be heading towards the mid, rushing into that bottle as quickly as he can with that bounty rune at the 0-minute mark. Silent, Slardar. You're actually going to go aggro dual lane here. Slardar plus Lich. It looks like you might just be wanting to do that. Aloha Dance can move from mid to top to bot. And that's what we see a lot more from Wisp nowadays. Is actual rotations from what used to be you had a partner and you just sit there and basically babysit. You'd control runes, you'd stack, you'd babysit, you'd heal, you'd regen. But now Wisp are a lot more versatile. They move from like mid lane to off. I think off lane is one of the key places to move your Wisp to, because it turns a lane that's going okay to a lane that completely crushes. You know, like a Clockwork or anything. You move the Wisp down there, put them back up to full HP, full mana, and all that harass and sustain damage that supports have been throwing out suddenly goes to waste. Heck not. Speaking of harass and sustain damage, trying to get some down onto Aloha Dance here. So yeah, it's the Witch Doctor Chaos Knight middle lane. Up at top, State 21 against Resolution now. Resolution is a master of beasts. This is one of his signature heroes, and now he knows that Shadow Strike's level 1. He might actually get his first blood here. 2 more hits, the Tango. Oh, here we go, the boar, 1 more. South comes through, Resolution. He's going to die for this. He's going to dive, and he's probably going to die. He gets the final hit in there. The boar tanking up the damage. He gets the Hawk out, but Resolution, oh, you're in trouble, buddy. Meanwhile, Chaos Knight kills off the Wisp at the middle lane. TP comes in, Resolution. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you've bought out. Buy a TP scroll. Buy a TP scroll. Doesn't buy a TP scroll. Buys one now though. But still, first blood goes the way of that Beastmaster up at top. Chaos Knight, got to kill on the Wisp towards the middle lane and try to get into his bottle as quickly as he can. And Eknot actually already dewarding this little observer ward down. Oh no, sorry, that's the Dire. Never mind. That's the Dire trying to deward it. Eknot waiting to see if he wants to deny it. Just in case the Wisp comes back for a second try. I think Wisp will stick around up at top for a little while here. Try and... So this situation, you either lose Yoku a couple of times and the Chaos Knight Witch Doctor get bored and start rotating around. Because Queen of Pain is not going to have a good time up here. The fact Resolution has already killed her off once, and now the Wisp is up here as well, just stacking, controlling lane, and regenning up. This is the thing, though. You're probably going to lose Yoku. At least once or twice. Not this time, though. You know, Maledict, not going to be enough damage as Aloha Dance gets the bounty rune up at top, and Yoku, you're not going to get the extra 1,000,000 gold from the bounty, but you will fill up your bottle and get yourself back to lane. it's just really rough for this Alchemist to sit amid. You've got Acid Spray, but going for a point in your Unstable Concoction early on is sometimes valuable, but it's not as valuable as Acid Spray plus your Greevil's Greed. For when you're farming up the jungle, which actually has been warded up here by the Radiant, there's not going to be any big stacks coming through. But there's one lane that we haven't really looked at, is bot. Phantom Lancer with Tiny supporting him. So PL has 6 last hits, Slaughter, you know, 10 and 2. Just trading hits, getting the last hits in there as well. As No Fear blasts them down with a Frost and sacrifices things back. Oh, mid. TP's coming in. But I don't know what this Tiny's meant to do. Like, I understand that it was a block pick very early on. Just because of that Wisp taken up by Empire. Oh, Yoku, here we go. That's his death. This is what's going to happen time and time again. They jump him, they kill him. And that's his lane presence really diminishing very quickly. Very, very quickly. But yeah. What does the Tiny accomplish? He's level 2. He hasn't found any openings, any kills, anything like that. He can't harass, he can't zone. He can stack, maybe? But with the boots first, you know, it's not like he has a bottle to get a haste rune or something. He's got to go and look elsewhere, honestly. Because down at this bottom lane, the Lich and the Slaughter, if you go in on them, they're just going to turn it straight back onto you. Maybe trying to bait things into here so that the Phantom Lancer can get a few little lances out, but Shadow, he's going to go control the bot rune. I'm sure he can control it for his teammates, but he'll definitely stop Yoku from getting it. So Yoku got the first bounty rune, but since then he hasn't really opened up his bank account too much. Resolution up at top, and here we go. This is the thing, you kill off the Alchemist once, and then you feel, well, I'm not getting an amazing amount here. I'm killing off the Alch, but he's going to farm anyway. So we've got to go and put some pressure elsewhere onto lanes, which is where Resolution comes into play. He's got to turn and fight this. There's no way of escaping. He's going to try and just bait out as much as he can, but Aloha, even with the tether, you cannot save that poor little Beastmaster. While Alch, Shadowway, you're level 2. You can 2-hit that courier, but I don't think you're going to get the attack speed in there for it. Yoku, he's being chased pretty deep for this one. Now, Shadow, I think you're behind enemy lines just a little bit too much here. This Radiant Observer Ward is still giving perfect vision across onto that Alchemist when he's trying to farm up. Also blocking up the camp, of course. But Tiny, what are you doing? What are you doing? Crazy stuff. Phantom Lancer, he's being ruined down here. Silent and No Fear making damn sure that he gets nothing. So, looking at the actual last hits, you know, Silent free farming bottom, like fully free farming. There's no one contesting him at all. Alchemist gets himself up to 28. A couple of them, they're jungle creeps, but he's still looking pretty hot. While Chaos Knight, Queen of Pain, are very early active heroes that like to go and fight, you know, at an early stage of the game. But without levels on your Tiny, your Witch Doctor, and Witch Doctor already running back to base, and the Phantom Lancer forced back by the Lich. You know, this is how bad things are. No Fear can just run up with level 3 Frost Blast and zone him out of the lane completely. Well, maybe Tiny can look to, I don't know, toss the Queen of Pain in so she can blink out, something like that. It's going to be a rough one, though. Ariane.
Radiant's middle tower.
I wonder if he is French. Yeah. Phantom Lancer. Just hasting around. Silent. He's got mana to expend. He doesn't mind too much about this. Oh, Yoku. Oh, hang on a second. Up top. Although that denies up the Beastmaster. But Yoku's farming over in the enemy jungle. Look at this. Sneaky little devil. Getting into the enemy jungle and actually farming. This is the thing with Radiant Jungle, is that sure enough this pull camp is annoying as all hell. The fact you can, you know, block it up and ward in so many different places to stop pulls through. It's so much easier to cut this tree, pull creeps here, and you can farm all 3 camps at the same time with Alchemist, with Gyro, with anyone really that has some kind of AoE clear. In a decent enough spread. Oh, Aloha Dance. Need something to tether to. Eknot. Oh, they're not going for it. They're worried that the Wisp just jumps himself away. They want the Beastmaster. That's who they want. They want Resolution. So the 2-man rotation up. More observe wards over into the enemy jungle, and they're not going to find anything. Oh, they will find a little stack though. That's what they're going to see. So Aloha Dance, he's been busy. He's been busy building things up for his Alk. He's trying to get that gold built up, but I don't know. Can the Radiant actually take this? Because Eknot, the boar is here. Okay, Aloha Dance. Yeah, you're screwed. They get the kill on the Witch Doctor before he goes down, but Resolution are in trouble now. No fear. Enters the fray, toss forward after the avalanche, and Axmo takes a chunk of damage here. You can turn back with a stun, and he's got 7 stick charges. No fear. He's going to drop, but actually, in comes Yoku. Batters down the Chaos Knight. Shadowway has Mango over Resolution. They'll clear him up as well. Silent running forward, but state 21. Should be okay just to run herself away. Interesting stuff. So 2 supports lost there for Empire, but a whole lot more lost out from ScaryFaces as State 21 still on the run. Has Scream Sonic Wave. Oh, thinking about it. Blinks for... hang on a sec. Oh, hey up. Silent takes the full brunt of that one, but there's no blink. Silent just keeps on sprinting, and sprinting turns back with a... Oh, he misses! No!
Didn't like the sound of that?
There was still no blink. State 21 gets the kill as a freebie from Silent. He now he disconnects in shame. I'm out of here, buddies. I'm gone. Axmo, he's walked into Aloha Dance here. Oh, that damage, look at that. Busts him down. And Yoku, he gets the stun. Now onto Axmo with the ball coming in. I don't know about this, actually. Empire in a little bit of trouble. Shadow gets the toss, Avalanche down, Yoku. Oh, he's stunned up now, and he's going to keep chasing down Axmo, looks like. Nope, backs himself up. Just wants to farm through these creeps. There's that Phantasm illusion. Keeps chasing him down. Now, Slardar is finally reconnected. And Eknot and Axmo, they want to dive under this tower. They know that Yoku doesn't have his Chemical Rage. He's actually a little bit low on the old HP. But Resolution will hide himself back in the trees. And ScaryFaces. It's 8-4. Like, honestly, they are winning in terms of kills. I just want to take a quick look at this. Yeah, they've got some decent net worth over on their 2 cores. When you look at last hits, you think, right, Silent, right, Alchemist on Yoku. You're doing great. You're getting your gold. You're building up your items. But actually, with these kills, the Quap and the Chaos Knight are looking pretty hot. They don't have perfect free farm. They don't have amazing item progression. Oh, okay, well, State 21 dying there. It's not going to progress any further forward either. Avalanche toss though. Resolution's still not going to die to this. Eknot and Shadowway, they've run out of mana. Chain Frost, Eknot takes a full blast as well. Doesn't bounce though. And even with those wild axes, they won't find the kill good cast, but he's still dead to the world. As Shadowway is chased down by the Beastmaster, and Empire, they flick the switch and they say, you know, hang on a second. I'm going to even things up here a little bit. Get ourselves a nice amount of gold for ourselves as well. And yeah. It was relatively even. There was very little in there until the last couple of fights where Empire really pedal to the metal all of a sudden. Shift gears and get themselves a hefty little lead there. Resolution though, stunned up 3 seconds. That's a kill. Now, Axmo, what are you going to buy? 1,400 gold. You're going to go for the treads, armlet, drums, boots of travel, Manta style, Midas. Like, I've seen so many weird and wonky builds. Yeah, it's just the treads. It's the standard. There's no reason to be funky here. You know that you've got a tanky-ass hero, something that's going to be difficult for Empire to deal with, especially later on, because once Chaos Knight gets his items up, once he gets drums, BKB, Sandranyasha, Heart, whatever he goes for, just pads out his stats a ton. Empire have Chain Frost, and that's about it. They don't have a great way to actually clear through his illusions, the Phantasm illusions. Later on into the game, if Empire don't start to really look to close this out, there are 3 core heroes here for ScaryFaces. Okay, there are 4 core heroes, but 3 carry heroes here. If they all get a decent amount of farm, I don't know, Empire, you've got a lot of lockdown. You've got Alchemist who really likes to out-farm people early on, and he's going to get a relic very soon. I think this could actually turn up for ScaryFaces. You know, I'm speaking like 40-45 minutes into the game. Empire definitely with their minus armor, their auras, the ability to jump on people and pick them off very quickly. Then they've got a good way to bridge the gap from now to like 25-30 minutes. Especially with the Phantom Lancer not having any farm, you know, they're tiny, running around, not doing an amazing amount. Hey, oh god. I had to check something was working. I'm sorry. Missed out on the raw kill there. State 21. He's going to go in on resolution. There's no Sonic Wave though, Shadow. Over in the back, No Fear's actually stunned up and tossed, but in comes Yoki. State 21's going to take a huge chunk of damage here. He's looking for the finishing blow on resolution, but he's not going to find it. Phantom Lancer jumps over resolution. Needs one hit. Oh, Lancer's there. But Silent gets a stun down. Shadow, toss, forward, gets the kill, but PL's dead as well. One more hit in and we'll finish him off, and Yoku will get that with the acid spray, but look at this, he's stuck behind enemy lines. The cast will come out, and Yoku, death roar down, he's gone! It's a team wipe for Scary Faces. Empire dives in, gives away 5 kills, what, the price of 1? Nowhere near worth it. What am I watching? What's going on? I still think Empire have the superior draft for the next 15 minutes. As long as Silent can farm a blink in the next 2 minutes, less maybe, they can go jumping around finding kill after kill after kill. You know, Beastmaster, get his Necro book, and that's where they start to snowball. Wait a second. Oh, he bought the Radiance recipe. State jumps. Aloha Dance. He's back to safety. And Yoku, he turns around again. No stun though. Not charging up the concoction. But yeah, Yoku actually didn't buy up his relic. Looks like at the last second, while he was dying, he got that Radiance recipe. He's got a good stack here though. And they should finish it off for him. When he stacks this once more, clears it out, that's easy Radiance money. 14 minutes though, it's not the best timing. We've seen 9 minutes, we've seen 11 minutes, we've seen 12. Like, we were really sort of, not surprised, but, you know, pretty amazed. Like I said, the same word. With the 12-minute Radiance that came out a couple of weeks ago. And then all of a sudden, just like record break after record break. You know, 11 minutes, 10 minutes, 9 minutes. I'm just waiting for the 7-minute Radiance to pop up. I know someone's going to do it. Hey up, Silent. Stunner comes down. And he's going to get the crush here, but it's not in time. He's already gone. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, he's gone back to the freaking tower. Great save by Aloha Dance. He's got to keep this on though. He's keep the healing going for the Maldic to tick over, and Silent can make his way back to base. But look at this, the Wisp, he's back into there. Look at that damage output. Completely crushed. There we go. And I guess one thing to point out, you know, there's a VIP booster there. It's not just the naked Radiance, but again, he's not gone for the Solar Crest either. It's not the full Radiance rush. You know, he's not gone brand boots into it. He does have a little bit of tankiness with that VIP booster. Ignite. Hang on a second. Yeah, you're pretty far up here, but so Shadow. Oh, whoa, into No Fear, but yeah, you're stuck here. Tower. That's gonna finish you off, and I'm not sure about that one. TP's come in. State can blink himself away, and Ignite. He might be the one in trouble. Silent blinks forward, but look at this. Phantasm, illusions. There's everything all straight onto the Slaughter. State will drop with a Chain Frost, bouncing back. Oh, onto the Chaos Knight, back onto the creeps though. And then back again. Axmo, he's tanky enough though with tread drums and that little belt. Eknot, he's dead to resolution and Aloha Dance, but look at this Chaos Knight. Crits and hits for days. Up with a triple kill and now looking for more resolution. He's on the run. Yoku, he's going to come in. Oh, the block. No. Yes. No. Resolution blocks. The stun comes out. Axmo's on the run. He's got his teammate coming in, but Yoku and Resolution a little bit too scary, a little bit too tanky for that Chaos Knight to handle, maybe. At least in his head. There's nothing in it net worth wise. Experience, yeah, it's pretty well. It's zero. It's zero, and that's 200, 300, 400, whatever it is. Sub 500 experience lead here. Blink on Silent. You've got Earn Bottle on Aloha Dance. Now Necro 1 actually up for resolution, so the items are starting to kick in here for Team Empire. And Yoku, he only gets bigger from here for the next couple of minutes, unless he dies like this. He's gacked up, he's tanking it, and you will drop. Wisp gets a kill. Where did he find that? They kill off the Tiny. Yeah, that's not a worthwhile trade. You need your Alchemist uncontested, just farming himself away. Freely over in the jungle, at Ancients, wherever he can. But Phantom Lancer, he's from the start he's actually got himself boot to travel. 5,500 net worth, and you take a look at the top 5 heroes here. Okay, Alk has 10,000. But the Chaos Knight, he's got 8k himself, he's got a Sanj, he's very difficult to kill off. And you know, I was talking about, okay, Relocate comes in, they've caught the PL and he's dead. He's gonna get the doppelganger away, but not for too long. But like I said, the Chaos Knight Phantasm, it's difficult enough for Empire to kill off his illusions if he's doing alright. But if he's doing exceptionally well and he's out-farming the majority of your team, it's even more difficult. You know, you don't have your level 2 Frostblade, your level 2 Chain Frost. And that's the big deal here. Silent has to get the jump over onto this Chaos Knight. Has to kill him off before he gets Phantasm out. Because Phantasm can just kill off Wisp and Lich and maybe even the Beastmaster. You're gonna need BKBs, you're gonna need Ghost Scepters. There's a lot you need here over on Team Empire to deal with a CK, and it's weird to say. Even without a Wisp, Scary Faces have 2 Wisp pairing heroes. Historically, anyway. They don't have the Wisp, but they are doing exceptionally well with these heroes. Now, Shadowblade up for Yoku on the Alchemist. Interesting. And it's gonna be able to give him a little more breathing room in terms of farming, jumping in and out of team fights as well. And I guess since Witch Doctor's the only true support here, you know, Tiny's not buying obs or sentries or dust or anything. It puts a lot more pressure on the Witch Doctor. Slows down the Aghanim Scepter, and you know damn sure. You know, that's not the reason you buy the Shadowblade, obviously. But it's a good way to look at it. This Witch Doctor is never going to get Aghanim Scepter. At this rate. He's going to buy a ton of Reveal. All the Observer Wards. He's going to keep his teammates safe. Aghanims is nearly done up for State 21, Queen of Pain. At level 2 ulti as well, she's hit level 11. And I guess we're seeing a blink on the Tiny. Yeah, 2200 gold. This needs a little bit more to get that blink all finished up. Necro 2 on resolution. Now, Empire, they've got good jump, they've got decent pushing power here, you know, with the Necro Book, with the Inner Beast Aura, things like that, good wave clear. I think their biggest strength, though, comes from taking Roshan. See, if you look at Scary Faces, they've got, you know, a Queen of Pain AoE with a Sonic Wave, they've got Avalanche Toss, but they don't have that one big synergy spell. They don't have a Black Hole, Reverse Polarity, a Ravage, or anything like that. There's no Darkseer Vacuum Wall. Whereas Empire, they've got short cooldown abilities that they can chase and fight and fight. So yeah, they walk into Roshan, they can take this. They can take this relatively easily. There's not going to be too much contest out from Scary Faces, and if they do contest, there's Chain Frost, there's Roar. There's great counter-initiation abilities out here from Empire, and they don't even need it. The speed at which they take Roshan with the minus armor and the auras, it's pretty simple. Pretty simple. So that's Aegis now up on your Slardar, so they can start jumping into these team fights a little bit more ham, I think. They're taking tier 1 down at bottom lane, but they can't really split up too much. If they split up, you'd love to have Silent, you know, farming bottom lane with a Wisp behind him, relocate back in. Oh, they jump forward, Shadow. Oh, 3 hits, no, Frost Blast will finish him off. I want to go back in for more. Axmo has a freaking DD rune Silent. Are you sure about this? Crushes up the illusions, stunned for 4 seconds time. Hello, Hadance. He just keeps the tether on him, make sure he stays alive. State blinks back, the Chain Frost doesn't follow. Axmo and Eknart staying behind the tier 1 tower. And Tiny's dead. And Yoku, 3,200 gold saved up again. He's farming like a madman. AC is going to be done soon for him as they pile in onto this tier 1. Eknart, there we go, blink stun. The Sonic Wave's good, but not good enough. They don't get the damage output they need. They're going to chase down more here, it looks like. Axmo, even your tank gives all hell. You got S&Y. But without your Phantasm, without your illusions, you are just a man on a horse.
Tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, I take a couple of tier 1s, I take Roshan, back to farming, they go. Necro 3 on resolution. Hello, hard answer. Oh, that's interesting. Treads. Treads on your Wisp. Get a little bit more efficiency out of your bottle, your stick charges, things like that. No, it's not uncommon, just a little bit unusual. Here we see Greaves, we see Tranquil Boots. Treads is like the third option. We very rarely see Phase Boots. Oh god, PL, yep, stun. Yeah, perfect. Chaining out from Silent and Yoku. Slaughter kills off the PL, and if they limit, if they limit his farm for the next 10 minutes or so, this is what I'm saying. Scary faces if they look too far into the future and think we've got the better late game. If they play too aggressively or too sort of sloppily, I think is the way to see this. The Phantom Lands are farming there. They've got no vision. They don't know where Empire are. There's no one there to back him up. There's no reactive spells. There's no one to jump in and save him. You know, there's no dazzle. There's nothing to stop them from just ripping him a new one. And he does need to farm himself up. At the moment, Phantom Lancer hasn't really done anything for you. He sat on lane, he farmed, he kind of tanked the lane, the Slardar Lich lane. He made sure that he didn't die. I think that's a pretty big deal, you know. Lesser heroes without Doppelganger or any sort of escape mechanism, they probably would have died to the Frostblast Harass. Wouldn't have been able to farm the jungle with Morbid Mass Quelling Blade like the PL can. So I think it's a good hero in this situation. I think it's well thought out. It's just that he doesn't offer you anything if you want to go and fight now. He needs Diffuser Blade. He needs to get up in his stats. He's got 1100 HP, but it doesn't really mean that much when there's so much minus armor coming out. Oh, they found him. Chaos Knight chain stunned, the toss forward, and Alpha Wolf comes in. I'm not sure what Shadow was thinking there, but the chase is on. They get the amp damage down onto State. Silent. He's got a blink. They actually relocate forward, and they should be able to find this one. Blink forward, stun, dead. State's gone. And Beastmaster in the meantime, up with no fear at top. They kill off the Witch Doctor. So from the team wipe in the Radiant jungle, what, 6 or 7 minutes ago, Team Empire, they're suddenly finding kill after kill after kill, and this is it. Scary faces. You can't really split up that much. You've got some weird, funky teamfight composition that I just didn't think would work. That has worked for the past 20 minutes. But if you split yourselves up and you don't have that composition anymore, the actual individual parts of this draft are nowhere near as useful as the sum of the parts. Somehow, the collective value of all of these heroes is amazing in team fights. It has been ridiculous to watch. But if they spread out and try and farm too much, if they don't read what Empire are doing, and it's difficult. You've got one ward down on the map watching middle lane. And Empire, they've got vision all over you. They've got eyes everywhere. Look at this. Up on high ground, I think Eknart is... no sentries. They see him. And they see he's alone. I know Phantom Lancer's mid farming, but Witch Doctor, he's pretty alone here. Aegis expires in now. In like 3 seconds. There. So I'll regen up Silent and get him back to full HP. Hello, I'd answer the blink. Oh god. No Glimmer Cape, no mech, no real utility. The mech is so good for reactive plays, you know. The Silent Slardar jumps in, he's gone in a little bit too deep, although Hadance can blink tether and get in there to try and save him. Here we go. This is what I want to say. Thank you. Scary faces. They're listening. They're listening. They're not going to find anything though. There's nobody here for Team Empire. They're actually all on the opposite side of the map. And this is the big issue. If you don't have observer wards down in the enemy jungle, if you don't have any watching for like farming patterns or trying to guess where Team Empire are, they're going to get scattered out. Smoke wears off in like 5 or 6 seconds. No fear. Hawk goes across, and this is great play by him. Ektor's gonna get scouted, blink, stun, he's dead, obliterated, instantly gone. Stage jump forward with the BKB's up with Silent, forces that back but no fear. Not hit by the Sonic Wave and Shadow Wave, he's gonna get pounded. The concoction comes in and Silence is gonna clear up. The Phantom Lands are stuck in the middle of things, there's nothing they can do. Chaos Knight is just being pounded. Silent jumps forward, gets a couple of hits in there, and that's it. 4 down for the Lich exchange, and Phantom Lancer somehow TPs himself away. But Empire, with the superior warding game, the superior vision,
Radiant's bottom tower.
it's going to take tower after tower now. You know, Yoku, what's his net worth? 21,000 net worth. He's gone from being 2,000 ahead of the Chaos Knight to being double. To being 11,000 ahead of the Chaos Knight. Now with AC and Heart. Yeah, I think this is over now. They're going to take tier 3. There's no glyph. And ScaryFaceZZZ, it's time to make your last defense, but if Silent just jumps forward and kills, okay, the Witch Doctor, see you, buddy. Your ranks are falling. And the PL, Tiny, you can blink, have a toss. I don't think you're going to kill anybody, though. Vlad's is up now on resolution, and they know that this game is close to being over. Just go for the finishing blow. Silent, the relocate, gonna take him back a little bit there. But look at this, Yoku pops that ulti. Chemical Rage, puffed up by steroids, and he goes to work on the tier 3. Now their X down to 2/3 HP. This is a 2-game series, guys. This is game 1 of a 2-game series, so it's phase 2 of the defense, group stage number 2. So initially we had phase 1 for, it's sort of like an invited qualifier kind of thing, where you qualify for stage 2 of the group stage. So we had like Danish Bears, Lemon Dogs, players like, or teams like that, and some of the new teams, you know. We had Funfyongs, or Liquid as they are now, and yeah, basically just sort of showcase a few lesser known or newer teams with some high caliber players, and get themselves through to here where there's the fully invited teams, you know, like Alliance, Team Empire, people like that. So ScaryFace has actually got, oh god, State, he already blinked in. He's actually going to get stunned, crushed, and can they finish him off? Oh, with a bash they can. The attack speed comes in. They've killed off 2 already. They're going to get No Fear here in exchange, though. Chain Frost bouncing back and forth. No Fear still alive, somehow surviving through it all. Axmo, he just wants to kill the bloody Lich, and he will. They kill the Wisp and Lich, but Yoku, he's on the hunt. Doppelganger. Oh, he's not going to come back into this silent stunt. Not in time. Doppelganger up on the cliff. Just leave him. Just leave him. Kill buildings. Acquire control of the enemy base. There's buyback on the Chaos Knight, and he's going to be forced to use it here, or if not, they call the G's. They call it. Maybe to kill Yoku. Yeah, not happening. Physical damage output is just too damn strong, and there we go. GG is called. So game number 1 goes the way of Team Empire. ScaryFaceZZZ. Interesting draft, very interesting draft. The thing is, I could see where they were going with it. You know, the Tiny pick to block out the Wisp Tiny combo, then the Chaos Knight pick at the end to block out the Wisp Chaos Knight combo. But if you get so focused on counter picking, like, I understand the thought that, oh, if they get Chaos Knight Wisp, we already don't have the draft or the lineup to actually deal with it already. So block picking maybe was a better idea than trying to counter it themselves. But anyway, game number 1 goes the way of Team Empire. 30 minutes and 7 seconds. It was relatively convincing. They had a little bit of a hiccup in the early stages, like 12, 13 minutes in when they got wiped in the enemy jungle. But I don't know.